Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com, and today we're unboxing the Apple Newton MessagePad 2100. And no, it's not 1997, but if it was, I would have just paid $1,000 for a device that doesn't have a color display. So why is Pocketnow.com covering a device that has been extinct for 11 years? Well, I'll tell you why. The Apple Newton was Apple's first attempt at a handheld device. It wasn't terribly successful. There were many iterations. This was the last iteration of the MessagePad form factor, so you could consider this to be the most refined of the Apple Newton devices. The Apple Newton did a lot of interesting things. It had a virtual QWERTY keypad. It had word suggestions via a pop-up menu. It did shape recognition. It had handwriting technology that's actually been integrated into OS X version 10.2, and this really started the wave of handheld devices. The Palm Pilot came out during the year that this became, that this was on sale for its last year. So the Palm Pilot was kind of the answer to the Apple Newton, and of course Windows Mobile or Windows CE came a little bit later. So let's talk specs. This thing has a 162 megahertz processor. It's a strong ARM processor. It has 8 megabytes of ROM, 4 megabytes of RAM, and 4 megabytes of flash memory, so you're not going to be able to store too much music on this thing. The screen is surprisingly kind of high resolution. It's 480 by 320. That's the same resolution as the iPhone, but of course it can only display 16 shades of gray, so you won't be able to see your pictures very well on there. It's got 2 PCMCIA slots, which is pretty amazing, so you can use laptop expansion cards with this if you have the right drivers for it, which may be difficult to find today for me. And it's powered with 4 AA batteries, which is good because getting a device that this old would mean that the battery doesn't work at all. But I can just pop in 4 AA batteries. Okay, let's get to the unboxing, and obviously this is a used device. I do not have a time machine, but it should be in good condition, so let's unbox it now. Okay, I've got something here. It looks like a charging cable. And I'm sure this isn't the original packaging. I can't wait to see this thing. Wow. It is huge. It's nothing else in there. Here is the device. I can tell you that it feels about as heavy as a brick. And what do we have here? Is this a stylus or is it? Yes, it's a stylus. That's in the shape of a pen. Let's see, it's a non-collapsible stylus. Just kidding. Obviously, it's not going to be collapsible. So let's actually open the packaging here without scratching the screen, hopefully. It feels high quality. Maybe that's because it's actually quite heavy. So this is the Apple Newton MessagePad 2100, and it looks like there is some sort of pop-open screen protector. This thing's absolutely massive. Up here it says Newton Technology. Apple spun off their division that was making the Newton into its own division, so that's why it says Newton Technology up there. But let's take a look at this thing. It's huge. I can't wait to turn it on and actually see what the software looks like. Here are the PCMCIA slots along the side. I guess this is where you put in the battery. I don't think an instruction manual came with this, so I'll have to figure this out. And let's take a look at how it looks next to the HTC Touch Pro. And of course I'm doing this as a joke, but it's really amazing how far we've come in handheld technology. The Apple Newton doesn't have phone functionality or a color screen or HSDPA or a radio or Wi-Fi or even enough memory to hold 2 pieces of music. And so the reason that Pocketnow.com is covering a device that is 11 years old is because it's going to be an interesting and fascinating comparison on how far we've come in handheld devices and where we kind of all started back in the 90s with this idea of a personal mobile computer that you could take anywhere with you. And I think this is just going to be a really interesting experiment. So a lot more to come. That's it for now.